a limbo. She said she not a, she in. Ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Stays on his feet. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Jenny, get ready. Back 25.
55 to Mike. Down to lose one. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Catch it.
Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Shit.
On third down, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 24. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. He finds Corey Davis. 11 yards there, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. To throw Mariota. He finds Humphreys. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Mariota. And Davis with it left side. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
A gain of 16 yards.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 2nd down, Mariota again. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Titans first down.
From the red zone now, Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it, but it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs, and they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That sack was by Isaiah Oliver from his cornerback position.
oh my goodness, was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. To throw is Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 59. Mike 59. Oh, here we go. Oh, check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Check 59.
Mariota. target. It's sharp. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crack. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, watch this.
First down, Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check four.
They'll throw again. Mariota. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Say,
One.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And Davis has it over the middle. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
59. Here we go. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Three.
Slam. Rush in.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Mariota to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 27, Mariota. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Titans.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing is Mariota. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Right here, right here.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lewis. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for the... Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. He's at the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 82 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
A first down throw for Mariota. And he'll be out right at the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Mariota on first down. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now Lewis here on first down. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Stay with your man. 59, Mike. 59, Mike. Check. 59.
Mariota now. Throw right side, caught by Davis. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Mariota. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Hey, tight down. There you go. Shift. Check now. 3.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing, Mariota. And he's going to go down again. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Get up.
Ryan. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They try again with Lewis. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Mariota. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On second down, Mariota again. Caught right side, Davis. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away.
Let's go.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 16.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. 3. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
A second down throw here for Mariota. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Titans.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Mariota. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Go! Let's go!
11 on the play. First down, Tennessee.
Let's go, D. Three. Here we go. Nice 7, let's go.
Mariota now to throw on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check, 59. Mike's 59. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Man out.
To the air again, Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now trying out their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
You ain't doing nothing. Gun. Joker. Shoot.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan, they'll set up the screen for Freeman. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First catch for Bryant. He's got a first down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Check 50. Watch the edge.
Hey, check.
Throwing again. Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. It's picked picked up by the Titans. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Three. Go. 59, Mike. Check. 59. Cut.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. This one caught by Davis. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
You got it.
First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the two-point conversion. Field goals are going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, get some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Throwing again on second down. Mariota with safety Keanu Neal there to knock that one free.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Let's get off the field. Plus 6. 59. I got it. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go, D.
Now Mariota. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Fourth down, Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Mike 5'9",
Don't get nervous. 59 Mike. Check, 59. Watch the flag.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Mariota on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a gain of 8.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Check.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
54, right there, 54.
Throwing now is Ryan. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
I'm coming. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Hey, tight.
59's Mike. Check, 59.
One. Check. Bravo.
Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Adrian Claiborne in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Atlanta, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.